Sam, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us, Sydney.
You know, one of my favorite things about conferences is hanging out with you guys. So fun.
I think we'd agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So talk about your business in case they've never heard of it. So Sam and Zach, you're founders of Rentgrata. What's Rentgrata?
Well, Rentgrata, as we're at Social Media Summit, is a social proof engine of sorts.
I love that.
Yeah, we had a great roundtable this morning to talk about social proof. Really what we're doing is injecting social proof into the renter journey, where prospects can actually understand what it's like to live at a community from their peers. So if you want to know what it's like to own a dog at the community or take that commute, be a remote worker, who better to ask than someone that does that day in and day out? So at Rentgrata, we just provide the platform to connect those two parties. And then on the back end, what we're doing is all of that data from those conversations, we're able to help get it in the hands of the on-site team, operations, to understand what do we need to do at this community to market it better, to make it more efficient, and then how do we create a better marketing funnel from all these peer-to-peer conversations.
Fun fact about Rentgrata, years ago, I don't remember when, a while ago, I was at an event much like this, talking with another very good marketer, and we had this idea, like, wouldn't it be so cool if our residents could be like our leasing agents and sell for us and talk? And we thought this was this great, unique idea. So it's like, you know what, I'm gonna Google it, because somebody is bound to have made this. And in fact, they did. And I found you from just straight Googling this random idea that I had and ended up using it and thinking it was awesome. There's so much marketing tech out there. Like throw a rock and hit a chatbot company in this room. But there's so much that nurtures like the awareness, like very top of funnel. And you are like such a critical bottom of funnel moment. Like, and your company can help people, like renters, go from like, I don't know, to, oh yeah, I'll move there. You're the conversion tool.
Yeah, I mean, you did see us on the other side of things when you were at Templeton. So our relationship goes way back. But no, totally. I think you were on the early side of seeing where influencers can be inserted into the leasing process. But on top of influencers, it's someone that you really more resonate with than just like some influencer. We were talking about it earlier where, like one of the people at the round table was saying, they could have had like the UCF, it was at University of Central Florida in Orlando, the quarterback be an influencer for the community, but he doesn't live there. And his brand is actually more like of a Nike or something like that. And who they found was the best person to be an influencer of the community was like a 11th player on the bench for the basketball team because he resonated with people. And that's who they really wanted to like live with and they wanted to live next to. So it is a change in the market. And as you look at all these AI companies and everything, AI is great, but AI is cold. AI isn't going to tell you that you will be, loving where you live. AI isn't going to tell you why this is the best place for you and your family to move. And that's where we feel that residents are the most well-positioned to make you feel comforted in your journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's really interesting with technology now. A lot of it kind of removes the human element of leasing. And living in an apartment community is all about that. It's about community. And Rentgrata really incorporates that human element like back into the leasing process in an efficient way. And those connections are really meaningful. One of my favorite things that we see is people have a conversation and they'll say, hey, you want to grab a drink when I move in? Or can you help me with X, Y, Z? Or do you want to hang out? And I love that because we all know that friends stay at communities for longer if they have other friends that live there. So to me, it's more than just the conversion rate or the connection. It's how meaningful that connection is. And I think that's why Rentgrata works so well.
Yeah. And how nice to have your customers just sell your stuff for you, right?
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, we do that here all the time. We want to get our customers in front of our prospects on the B2B side because you trust someone that's an actual user of a product or a renter of a building more than a person who's literally hired to sell.
Yeah, I use that all the time. It's funny where people will be evaluating their B2B company that they're looking at and they'll say, I want to talk to a reference. I mean, that's really the idea. And like, buying a product like Rentgrata, yes, of course. Like there are downsides if you pilot something and maybe it doesn't go well, but the downsides of someone signing a lease that isn't something that they should have gotten into is so much worse for that person and then your brand, right? They're going to go on Google or Yelp and then say 1 star, I don't love this place. And that could have been prevented by maybe getting them more information up front and make their experience better. So maybe I will start saying, if you want a reference, you have to give references to your renters and then more sales for us, right?
It is funny. A lot of our new business comes from either a comp seeing our technology on one of their, comp's websites or through word of mouth. And they reach out to us through word of mouth. It kind of is an easy segue into you actually, in a way, just utilize the same exact system. It was just harder. You had to reach out to us. You can incorporate that same experience into your property websites and take advantage of it very easily. And it's pretty seamless in terms of rolling it out. So it's cool how it all kind of connects.
I know I want to put it on Updater's website and every other company's website so you can just talk to customers. Wouldn't that be nice?
I wish that I could use a similar platform on like Amazon when I'm shopping for a
Yes.
TV or something like that. It'd be great.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe you should do a deal with Reddit.
Love Reddit. Big Reddit guy. Plant health is a big subreddit that I follow.
Oh, I found an Italy travel subreddit lately.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway,
You might be able to help with that.
I know we were talking about it yesterday. I got a lot of tips. So tell me about, you have a unique product. You don't really have competitors that are apples to apples with you. What are your plans like moving forward? Maybe like, how are you going to expand? Are you going to try different marketing strategies? How are you going to get in front of the right customer at the right time?
I think the biggest revolutionary thing that we're working on is all about the data. The conversations that take place on Rentgrata are really meaningful, and there's a lot that can be learned from analyzing and looking at the conversations that take place. So we've been working on utilizing AI, like everybody else, to provide a chat GPT style format where our partners can actually go in and ask questions about what's being said in these conversations. Anything from, can you provide me with an ownership report based off of what residents are saying here, to create 10 social media captions based off of what prospects are interested in at this particular community. And within seconds, the tool will actually spit back the response.
What?
It's pretty wild. We haven't
Holy shit.
launched this yet, but
First ones to hear about it? Do
yeah,
people know about it?
we can show you.
Okay,
We have
I
a
wanna
working
know.
model. It is really cool. And I think that as property management gets more complex with technology, I think that there's going to be a lot of applications for that data that we haven't even thought of
Yeah.
yet. So we're really excited to get it into the hands of our partners so that they can help us develop that feature and plan our future roadmap.
Yeah, and to add to that excitement, we will also be partnering with one of the ILSs to get that data onto their listings to kind of recreate. When you look at a review on one of the ILS listings, it's kind of the same reviews that you're looking at on Google. What if you could get these candid quotes from these conversations that are happening that are updated really in real time? To say, just yesterday, there's this anonymous clip that says, here's what I think about the experience here, or here's what I think about the, remote work environment from this community. And that will be on the ILS. So it will get you better information. And in reality, it's so competitive out there now when you're talking about marketing for communities and getting in front of the prospect. What are you going to be doing differently? And when you're listening to the voice of your customer to market to the customer, that's the biggest advantage that you can get. And like you were saying earlier, when your customers are doing your marketing for you, and you see it so much time and time again, where that voice is out there in other industries, especially. But in our industry, we haven't really found the right way to get the voice of customer into the marketing funnel. But we feel like we're well positioned doing that.
Amazing. That's so cool. I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to get my hands on it and try it.
You'll be one of the first.
Cool. Well, any parting thoughts for the people in podcast land or wherever this ends up?
No, I'd say everyone can say, like, when you come to a conference like this, they could see the buzz, they understand what's going on, and they see what's happening in the industry. But I think really what I view is a lot of the companies that are in there there's not as many new companies, but I think we're all maturing and we're all understanding what we're hearing from the customers, both B2C and B2B, and how to put the right product in the right hands of the right people. And so I think that's was great is there's so much partnership stuff going on. There's so much collaboration. And with that comes just better products and a better experience. So I think that's my parting thought is I'm looking forward to kind of what's happening, not on like the new front, but on like the current front maturing.
I have a little bit of a different take, but I would say everything we've developed has been to solve a problem. And a lot of those problems have been brought to light through like our clients and through their feedback. So as we've invested a ton of time and resources into this new AI platform that will analyze the conversation data and provide responses. And as we continue to develop the technology, feedback is absolutely needed. So Rentgrata client or not, if you have insight or thoughts or feedback about what you would want out of a platform like that, contact us. We'd love to hear it.
I'm sure your product team loves that you just said that.
I think that they probably would. Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you as always. And I'm excited to play in the new stuff. I want to check it out. I am an AI queen personally, as you know. It is so fun. I'm so interested in it.
I've been trying to convince Zach to get into ChatGPT for a really long time.
Can you?
I haven't used ChatGPT once.
How are you living right now?
I tried to log in once. Ben and Sam, we were together, and I tried to make an account, and it like had a login failure. It was like a thing, not me. And so I tried, but it didn't let me in. I thought it was a sign from the universe to not use it. So I'm going on the record to say I have not used ChatGPT once. I have used the Rentgrata ChatGPT, but not the real ChatGPT.
I don't think this applies to you because your personality will take you to infinity and beyond. But one thing that Daniel Polino said to me earlier today from Bizzuto, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not worried about like AI replacing my job, just the job part of my job I don't want. He's like, they should be worried about people who use AI replacing their jobs. So
I mean,
you'll be fine though.
I agree for a lot of people, and I think I'm okay for
You're
now.
okay. Well, you own a business, so I think you're fine.
For now, but you know, those people are the ones that get knocked off sooner. So maybe like this is my demise from AI people.
No way.
So podcast land, take me out.
No, I think that we'll always want to talk to people. That's a given. That's why Rentgrata will always be relevant because there's only so much. There might be a regression where like I cannot talk to robots anymore. I need a human, and that's where it's really important.
I agree with that 1,000%. I do also think that it's such a powerful tool. It saves so much time.
Yeah.
If you're not using it, you're going to be kind of left
it'll
behind.
change your life.
Yeah.
Hop on the bandwagon.
It's awesome.
It wasn't a sign.
It can even help you think through just coming up with an idea.
When was the last? I haven't written a first draft in a year.
I feel like this is changed tides from talking about Rentgrata to why isn't Zach using ChatGPT? So like, I don't know that I love the direction that we're going in, but it's cool. I mean, pile on. I know I'll get there. Next time we do a podcast together, I promise to at least try to make an account in between now and then. Is that fair? Fair deal?
You don't need to use it. Sam uses enough for both of you, right?
He does. Yeah.
I use it probably too much. I'm becoming reliant.
Are you excited about Sora?
Yes, very.
Me too, but I'm also scared. What if they like make a deep fake of a president and he's like, we're at war?
That stuff's scary. Did you see the picture I posted on LinkedIn for
the
Social
wine
Media
glass?
Summit?
Yeah, I commented on it. I said it was Willy Wonka's factory for
that's
adults.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's so cool.
It took seconds.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's great.
My post took like a lot of thought. So whose is better?
Zach does.
We'll create a poll.
Zach does have 10 times as many followers on LinkedIn as I do.
Classic founder rivalry right now. So
Amazing. Well, thank you both so much.
Thanks.
Shall we network? There's a bunch of people up and about. Cool.
Thanks, Sydney.